Hi, this is Joey and welcome to The Corporate Mechanic, a show that features topics on management and leadership made by managers for managers. Now, if this is your first time to look at this channel, feel free to hit on the subscribe button, click on the notification bell, put in a like and put in any comment if you have something that you'd like to know more about management and leadership. This program is actually brought to you by Crossworks Training Consulting Corporation. So if you have any training requirements on management, leadership, project management, and various other topics, you can contact us in our details, which are below on the comments. So we actually provide in-house trainings as well as virtual trainings. So if we can't get together, we can actually have virtual trainings available for you as well. Okay, so look us up on the comment section and feel free to contact us for any inquiries. Okay, so what are we going to talk about today? Today, pag-uusapan natin ay kung paano natin i-manage ang mga empleyado natin. How to manage employee performance. Now, when you talk about employee performance, this is actually a very wide spectrum and there are many ways on how performance management or performance evaluation is actually done. But we won't be getting there. Okay, we'll be simply talking about how to manage an employee. And if you have a whole team, if you're managing a whole team, you just have to apply the same steps in managing employee performance. Now, to do so, we will employ what we call the GROW model. Okay, now the GROW model is something that is used by managers for quite some time in order for them to be able to manage their team properly. This is actually a coaching method, but it's essentially a way for us to also manage the performance of our employees. So GROW is an acronym for 4 things that we need to remember. The first part is actually goals. Whenever we become a part of an organization, either kakahire lang sa atin or start ng bagong taon or whatnot, we always need to set goals. So pag kinausap natin yung tao natin, sasabihin natin sa kanila kung ano yung goals nila. Ano yung bibigyan natin sa kanila? Ito yung kailangan mong ma-achieve. Ito yung kailangan mong ma-meet. Depending on whatever the period is, whether it be an annual, quarterly, monthly, whatever, okay lang yon. Okay? So what you do is you set goals with your team. Hindi pwedeng aasahan na lang natin o mag-a-assume tayo na hindi, alam na nila yung trabaho nila. Hindi pwede yon. Kailangan, pag kinausap natin yung tao natin, yes, alam nila yung trabaho nila, pero kailangan malaman nila kung ano nga ba yung inaasahan natin sa kanila. Anong hinahanap natin? Anong gusto nating ma-achieve nila? So, for example, you're the head of sales. Okay? So, you're the sales manager and then you have employees that are into sales. So, kung na yung empleyado mo, sabi mo, kailangan ma-meet mo 1 million in sales this month. Okay? So, ang target niya is 1 million per month. So, you set goals with that person. Hindi ibig sabihin na, kailangan makabenta ka. Hindi, kailangan makabenta ka ng 1 million. Why do you do that? Because that will be indicative of what the performance of the person is. Okay? So when we create goals, it is important that we create what we call SMART goals. So probably some of you narinig na yung term na SMART goal. SMART is also an acronym that stands for specific. Ibig sabihin, malinaw kung ano yung pinagagawa natin sa kanila, ano yung dapat lang ma-achieve. Don't make it ambiguous sa parang huhulaan ng tao. Dapat malinaw, specific. Next, it should be measurable. Meaning, kaya nating sukatin. There is a way for us to see kung nakamit nga ba or hindi. Next, it has to be attainable. Meaning, kaya niyang, given the situation, kung sabihin natin, ang goal mo, makabenta ka ng 1 million in 1 month, dapat hindi naman siya sobrang labo na hindi ma-achieve ng tao. Attainable. You can attain it. Kaya nating magawa yan. Kaya magawa ng tao yan. Okay? It has to be realistic. Meaning, makatotohanan siya. Kaya nga talaga magawa ng tao. And it has to be time-bound. Ibig sabihin, may period kung kailan niya dapat magawa yung goal na yon. Okay? So, sa madaling salita, when we create a goal, kailangan malinaw talaga dun sa tao kung ano yung pinagagawa natin. Okay? So that's what we call a SMART goal. All right? So that's the first step. Set a goal. So after that, you give that person period to do his or her work. And then, come performance evaluation time, whether it be monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, annually, you then, during the performance evaluation, check the reality. So there has to be a reality check. Ano nga ba yung nangyari? Now, in doing that, when we do a reality check, hindi pwede na magbibigay tayo ng accusations doon sa tao. Ito yung nakita ko, ito yung ginawa mo, or feeling ko hindi ka nagtrabaho. O yun, tanggalin natin yung accusations. Let's make it factual. Let's make it fact-based. So, during that actual performance evaluation, you state the facts, he states the facts. So, sabihin natin, yung 1 million per month, ang nangyari after month end, 800,000 lang. So, that's a fact. Okay? So, bakit 800,000 lang? Ano yung mga nangyari? Ano yung nakita nyo? So, sasabihin ng tao kung ano yung nakita niya, ba't ganun yung naging performance niya. Ikaw din, sasabihin mo kung ano yung nakita mo. Ano yung alam mo. It's based on fact. Hindi pwedeng, tingin ko ganito ka, tingin ko ganyan ka. Mali yun. Wag na wag niyong gagawin yun. Kasi sir, kaya tao niya, sabihin niya, kasi sir, ganito yun, may hindi niyo ako sinuportahan or whatnot. No. You have to make sure that when you discuss, everything is based on facts. Everything is based on something that is properly documented, something na kitang-kita, malinaw. Okay? So it has to be fact-based. You have to have a reality check. So sabihin natin, bakit 800,000 lang? Because nagkaroon ng pandemic, so people did not want to buy your products. Okay? So that was an observation, that was the comment by a lot of the customers. Ayaw lang bumili ng produkto nyo kasi nga nagtitipid sila. Okay? Nasyado silang namamahalan sa produkto. That's why hindi na-meet yung target. Okay? So ikaw naman makikita mo or sasabihin mo kung ano yung nakita mo dun sa sitwasyon. Yes, that's actually true. But I also observed the following. I observed na hindi ka naghanap ng bagong kliyente, lagi mong kinukulit yung mga dati na nating kliyente, and that's why wala tayong bagong sales. Ang sales natin is always repeat business. This is based on facts. This is based on what I've seen in your performance. So, pwedeng ganon. Okay? So, that's setting the reality. After that, we get to the third part, which is coming up with options to change. So, alam natin na, okay, hindi mo na-meet yung goals natin, and this is the reality, this is what happened. So, what are our options now? What can we do? Okay? So, whenever we create options, one thing that I would like to emphasize is don't just tell them what to do. Okay? Mali yun. Mali yung tipong, ito yung gagawin mo. Ito yung dapat mong asikasuhin. No. Okay? Sometimes as well, take note that itong setting the or checking the reality, this can actually come up, end up in conflict. Okay? Kasi pwede, ibig sinasabi mo, pwede mag-away kayo. So one thing that I would like to point out, if you can view our previous video on conflict management, you have to collaborate with your employee. Okay? You have to collaborate with them. You have to talk to them. What are our options? Ano pwede natin gawin? You have to both look into how can you both come up with good options, with things that you can do para mag-improve yung performance. Okay? So don't make it a point na dahil ikaw yung boss, ito gawin mo, yan ang gawin mo. Ituturo mo lagi sa kanya. You do this, you do that. What's actually a better approach is that you, as the boss, as the leader, ask that person, yung tao nyo, paano ba sa tingin mo mapapaganda mo yung performance mo? Ano pa yung pwede mong gawin? Okay. So magtulong kayong dalawa. Magtulungan kayo. Hindi pwedeng sabi lang. Okay? You get them to come up with ideas. You get them to come up with options on how to improve. So your research might say, sir, pwede ba nating ibaba yung presyo? Kasi yun yung comment ng mga tao. Kung ikaw naman, okay sir, sige, baba natin. So that's an option. Sir, pwede ba na tulungan niyo akong maghanap ng leads kasi wala na akong makitang bagong leads sa merkado. So I need help on that. So you come up with options. Magtulungan kayo. You collaborate. Alright? So that's very important. Come up with options on how to change, how to improve performance. And take note, the goal here is not just to meet the measurement. Okay? Kung sabihin natin 1 million, it's not the 1 million that we're after. It's the results of meeting that 1 million. Bakit nyo nga ba gusto makabenta ng 1 million? Kasi, syempre, gusto nyo na yung company nyo is healthy, that you can pay off your salaries, that you can give off bonuses, that you can help the environment, whatever. Madaming pwedeng dahilan yan. So, it's not the actual measurement that you're after. It's the results. In some spaces, this is what you call your key results areas. KRAs. So, yun yung gusto nating makita. Yung effect ng pag-meet natin nung measurement. It's not the measurement itself. Okay? So, there. So, the last part is coming up with a way forward. Ngayon, pag-usapan na natin ano yung mga options natin, ano yung mga pwede natin gawin, mag-decide kayo ngayon, mag-agree kayo ngayon. So, sige, ano yung gagawin natin? What is our way forward? Okay? So, ano yung decision? Ano yung gagawin natin? O sige, starting next week, I will give you a new set of leads na pwede mong tawagan. Or next week, pwede nating mag-offer tayo ng special promo na mababa yung price. Baka mas makabenta tayo dyan, and so on and so forth. So, that's an example. Coming up with a way forward, it has to be an agreement. It shouldn't be, ito yung inutos mo. Mali yun. Okay? Don't make it a rule. You do this, you do that. Yes, you can influence your resource to agree on something. But it has to be something that comes from them. They have to agree to it. It has to be something na, oo nga, tama si boss. Ito yung dapat kong gawin. Huwag mong ididikdik. Get them to agree. Alright? Why? Why is that important? It's important because if they don't agree to it, they will feel forced. And therefore, hindi sila mamomotivate by themselves. If they agree na, hindi, tama si boss, ito nga yung dapat kong gawin. So, motivated siya na gawin yung trabaho. Okay? So, ang kalalabasan nun, mag-i-improve yung performance niya. There is that intrinsic motivation in that person. Alright? So this method of growing your employees is something that's very important. It's actually a coaching method. But it's also a method to improve employee performance. Okay, so you can apply this anytime, every time, regardless of the situation. Whether you're a new employee, you're a new manager, okay, you're an old manager, you're new to the company, or you're old to the company, you can always apply this. It also doesn't have to be something that you do yearly. During the performance evaluation, actually, you can do this as often as you want. And this is something that we actually recommend na dalas-dalasan yung gawin to. Para malinaw lagi kayo ng mga empleyado mo kung ano yung naasahan mo sa kanila at ano yung gagawin nila. Kapag malinaw yon, mas madali nilang magagawa ang trabaho. Alright? So I do hope that I was able to help you guys out on how to manage employee performance. If you have questions, comments, leave that in our comment section. If you have a question that you'd like us to answer in this channel, put that in the comment section as well. Again, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, hit on the notification button, click on like, and share this to your friends as well para matuto rin sila. Okay? So, thank you guys for watching and see you in the next episode. Stay blessed.